one concern I have is with regards to what is CRT? The CRT, I believe, is a City of Upland name for our program, or is that actually the name of the organization that's headed by Open Door Technology or an Eric Gavin? Because the concern I have, the reason I'm making this distinction, is that the contract with Open Door Technology, Eric Gavin, expires December 31st. And it would be my hope that we would, before that expiration, we would have a proposal, an opportunity for people to bid on that contract, and so that we maybe not be contracting with Eric Gavin after that. Not saying he's not doing a good job, but I would like to have opportunities for other people to apply. So I'm concerned that the $13,002 would be allocated over 2 periods. The first half, the $6,500 would be up until December 31st, and he would have access to that for the reimbursement of the cost. And after that, then whoever takes on the contract after that would be able to have those funds available. Just so just allocating it into 2 proportions. So that would be my motion, is that we would stick with all of the other aspects of this program, but I move that $6,500 be transferred to the UHope program right now, with the remaining $6,502 to be transferred on January 1, 2019. Does that make sense?
So there were a few comments made there that I would like Liz just to clarify as far as the structure of the program and how it works.
Thank you.
Liz, if you could please share that with us.
Good evening. Yes, the UHope program is a sponsored, administered city program. So basically what's going to happen is the CRT staff will be in charge of vetting the applicants with an application and some other documentation that we still have to prepare. And they will then come to the city, because the program will entail 3 sub-programs. One will be rental assistance, travel assistance, or bridge housing. So basically what's happening is they're bringing that application and the qualification of that applicant, and for whatever service they need, they then will submit that paperwork to the city requesting that the city provide that particular service to that individual. So it's not specifically whoever's running CRT, it's CRT staff will be vetting. They will bring those applicants to the city and the type of service that the city is going to provide. So the city will be the ones reviewing the request of services and will be paying for the request of services.
Now, let's say there's another organization that wants to help a homeless person. Can they also bring the homeless person to the city in order to get that funding?
They can bring whoever the applicant is, they can bring them to the CRT so that the CRT is vetting them. We need one organization that will be in control of the vetting process, due to the fact that HUD is responsible to come, and they will come and monitor this program, and we can't have our files all over with different organizations. It really needs to be with one organization. The CRT staff, they collaborate with the Upland Police Department, so we thought that this would be the better choice for this one particular organization to control the vetting of the applicant. But anyone can come and apply, so long as they are qualified under the program's policies.
Okay, so this really isn't a reimbursement. The CRT isn't putting out money and then asking for reimbursement?
What's going to happen is that could happen in the case of, for instance, if there's an emergency and someone's got housing right away, but they're not going to have it for a week, and someone needs to put them in a motel. So that could happen where if someone from the CRT puts out the funding and they show where it went, who the applicant is, how they qualified, that could happen. But in most cases, just like every other program that goes through the CDBG process, it's on a reimbursement basis. So they're going to provide, for instance, they're going to go out and acquire 10 types of bus passes for transportation. They will then submit to us the invoice for those bus passes, and we will then reimburse wherever they purchased those or wherever they gave us the invoices from. So if they're getting it from Omnitrans or from the Greyhound, if they're getting an invoice from them, they will submit that invoice to the city for payment.
Okay, now, is there some kind of a contract between Open Door Technology or the CRT and the city in order to make an understanding in the event that there is some expenses that they were hoping to get reimbursed and for some reason it's not a reimbursable expense? Is there some kind of a contract to make sure that understanding is real clear?
All I can tell you at this point with the program is that we will be working with the CRT. Now, if the CRT coordinator is under contract with the city, they're not under contract with Development Services, they are under contract with the police department, we're going to be utilizing those services to provide the UHope applicants to us.
Okay. Again, so I guess if the CRT, if the homeless coordinator is no longer going to be Open Door Technology. Let's say somebody else puts in a proposal that is selected. It doesn't matter, then that person, that organization then will be able to step in and continue to provide these services. We don't need to split apart the money as I proposed.
Correct. It's whoever's coordinating CRT and their staff, that's who we'll be working with.
Right. So CRT and the website isn't really contingent on Open Door Technology, Ladies of the Inland Empire, Team Heart Ministries. That is the city's domain, the city's organization.
The CRT is community volunteers and service providers. So however they've put together their program or their organization, that's their responsibility. We don't govern that.
Okay, thank you. I have no further questions.